related information. So what we were looking at last week, basically starting up Excel, and I think you customized the ribbon and opening and closing of workbooks, and it was a very basic introduction that we did. And so today, what we would like to do is we want to build on from there, and we want to introduce workbooks, okay? And I have posted a resource which I believe I mentioned last week about, which is the ICDL textbook. Okay, ICDL is a course that covers the basic skills with different Microsoft packages like Microsoft Word, Microsoft Excel, Microsoft PowerPoint, and so on. So there is a textbook that I posted. Don't worry that it says 2010, because most of the things haven't really changed much, even with the 2019 version. So this is one resource that you can access and use, okay? And you can refer to it as you read and as you go through notes, okay? I just want to save this copy onto desktop. I think that will be easier. Okay.
No, this is just about the day.
I'm just saving this onto desktop. Yeah, that's fine. So what we want to do now is we want to discuss and look at Microsoft Excel in a little bit more detail. Okay. Sorry, I just lost my place there. I think I was clicking, trying to go back, and I seem to have clicked twice. So let me just go back to where we were. Okay, so that's the one resource that I've mentioned, which is the ICDL textbook. Okay, which is this that I've opened. All right. And the other thing I want us to quickly look at is, so what we want to do is we want to learn to use Microsoft Word more and to develop the concepts of creating and working with workbooks, okay? Page reference of the textbook here is page 21 to page 24. Again, obviously you can have a look at this and read through for yourself later. One of the things that's mentioned in this book is there's a very useful feature, which is the help feature, okay? And there are some resources such that even if I'm not there for your lesson, you can still get assistance online or offline, okay? And the help feature is obviously what you need to do. Confirm you can all see my screen.
Yes, sir.
Okay, if I launch Microsoft Excel and just open a blank Microsoft Excel worksheet, you can do the same. There is a little question mark that appears, okay? Or there is a keyboard shortcut, okay? So if I click on that question mark, it's possible to ask the computer to, you see here, there is an option where it says Excel help. It's possible to ask the computer to help me with either the information that is displayed here on this screen, or I can also just type in this section, and then I can also ask the computer to help me. Okay, there is a version that is offline and there is a version that is online. Okay, the offline version has got a lot of useful resources. You can go online as well, depending on your version. So what do I want you to do now? I want you to very quickly, I like to give little practical exercises that help me to see that you are following what I'm teaching you, that help me to see that you're able to access the same resource that I'm accessing. So what I would like you to do very quickly is I'd like you to launch Microsoft Excel. Once you've launched Microsoft Excel, I want you to go to the question mark like I've done, and I want you to ask for help. And then I want you to click on get some help on creating charts. And I want you to then take a screenshot once you've been able to display the help, the offline help that's available on how to quickly create a chart. We will come to creating charts later on. This just helps me to see that we are together and you are following and understanding what we are doing. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I'm going to give you maybe just 2 minutes, 3 minutes. We created a WhatsApp group. Confirm, Leah and Sinead, you're both in that WhatsApp group.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so you can just post your screenshots into that WhatsApp group, and then we can continue with our lesson. Let's allow Sinead to share her screen. I'll stop sharing mine. Yeah, this is, you're using a MacBook, confirm. Confirm you're using a MacBook. Is this a MacBook Pro? There is a button at the top of your
Sinead is using a
screen.
MacBook.
Yeah, there's a button at the top that says help. On the top, sort of near the center. Okay, let me send her a message.
Olivia has stomach pains. Just you're doing science, he's doing math. Can you do it, please? I'm doing my school.
Okay. So, Leah, if you ever get to use
Yes, sir, it is a MacBook.
if you ever get to use a MacBook Pro, what you see on the screen there is what you would see. And we're just going to help Sinead see if she can access the help. So I've asked her to click help.
Sir, I don't have a button at the top that says.
It's near your mouse pointer. Yes. Here we go.
Sure, I'm on chart. I'm on help.
How to create a chart, Sinead? Type how to create a chart. Let's see what comes up.
That one.
How to create a chart. Yeah, create a combination chart is fine. Create a chart is fine. Or create a combination chart is okay. Yeah. Okay. Excellent. So you've done the same thing, Sinead. That's exactly correct. That's exactly correct.
Okay.
Okay. So all I was wanting you to understand, you don't have to wait for a lesson with me in order to be able to understand and get to do things. There is a feature available on your MacBook or on your other Windows laptop where you can actually ask the computer to guide you and you can get some points there. So that's all we were wanting to cover there. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Excellent. Wonderful. So well done, both of you. I'm very happy. So you can take a screenshot of that if you want and send it to me, but I've obviously seen your screenshot. I'll ask you to stop sharing your screen so that we can move on. Okay, wonderful. Well done. I'm very proud of both of you. I know online learning is not as easy as being in a physical school, but I'm very impressed by both of you because you are quick to get stuff. You're very alert. You're very switched on. I'm confident we'll be able to make good progress. Okay. So that was a little bit on help. I want to just find my footing. I had an open window somewhere which I'm trying to find. Okay, let me minimize this. Yeah, here we are. So we want to Firstly, in order for you to learn to create and open workbooks and work with those workbooks, you obviously can get help from the computer, and you can cover some of the things that we are covering by accessing it directly from your computer. So using Microsoft Help and working with Excel Help, what you've done now, this is what's being covered, and you've been able to actually do this practically. And so you can look for answers on different concepts. You can also use online Excel help if you need to, and that's all this section is talking about. So it's really simple and very, very straightforward. Okay. All right. So as part of your assignment for this week, there is a short exercise that you will need to do to be able to show me that you can use help exactly like what you've done now. If you have a problem with the network and can't get help from office.com, you can look for help on your local computer. I can even allow you to use the internet to get some help on this as well. So is that okay for that section?
Yes.
Are we together so far? Is it okay for me to carry on?
Sir, I got kicked
Yes, sir.
out for a few seconds. What exactly are we doing?
Okay, so I can go back. Sinead, you didn't miss much. I was just speaking about, we've just gone over looking for help, okay, Sinead? And you can go on to get help using your computer, and there is a short exercise which will be part of your assignment, which I will want you to do. It's a short review exercise on using help. So I'm confident you will know how to do that. Is that okay? Are we okay, Sinead?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so
Yes,
I
sir.
can move on. So what I would like to do now is I would like to move on to lesson 3, which is basic workbook skills. Okay. I'd like to move on to lesson 3, basic workbook skills. There is a short lesson link here, which is an internet link which you can access. Okay. And I would like to play this short video clip. Sinead, I hope your network works. Otherwise, what you might need to do is okay. Let me just change some settings here. Okay, good. I'd like to play a short video clip as we continue with learning how to create and open workbooks. Use the help. I want to move on to the next. If I can ask that we all just mute our mics and then just unmute if we need to say something, because there's a bit of background noise and discussions. I know obviously you're learning at home, that's not a problem. If you can just mute your mics and then unmute when you need to ask a question. I'm going to mute mine as well. Please just confirm you can hear this audio.
Goodwill Community Foundation, creating opportunities for a better life.
Are you able to all hear that?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Great. So I'm going to play, it's just a very short 2-minute video clip. Okay.
Most features in Microsoft Office, including Excel, are geared towards saving and sharing files online. This is done with OneDrive, which is an online storage space for your documents and files, so you can access them even when you're away from your computer. If you want to use OneDrive, make sure you're logged into Excel with your Microsoft account. Whether or not you're using OneDrive, in Excel, most projects begin the same way. with creating or opening a new blank workbook. All you have to do is go to the Backstage view and choose New. If you prefer to start from scratch, go ahead and click the thumbnail that says Blank Workbook. But you can also start with a template. You'll find them in the very same place in the Backstage view. A template is a file that comes with its own design and sometimes even complex formulas or formatting. They make it easy to create professional-looking workbooks without a lot of time and effort. You can browse the ones you see here or search for something specific. If you see a template you like, just click to view a preview. Then click the Create button. Opening an existing workbook is also very easy. Again, you'll want to go to the Backstage view, but this time, click Open in the left pane. If the workbook you're looking for is something you've worked on recently, it might be listed under Recent Workbooks. In fact, you can pin certain workbooks here, so you always have access to your most frequently used files. All you have to do is move your cursor over the file, then click the push pin icon. To unpin it, click the icon again. You can pin as many workbooks as you want. If the file you're looking for hasn't been opened recently, just look to the other options. For example, under OneDrive, you can access files that are saved online to your OneDrive account. Under This PC, you can access files that are saved locally. Or you can click Browse, then select the workbook you want. When you're ready, click Open, and the workbook will appear. Now you know how to create and open workbooks in Excel.
Okay, so very short, really simple, easy to follow presentation, I hope, which introduces us to creating workbooks. Okay, I just want to, at this stage, just pause and find out if there are any questions that any of you might have from that short presentation.
No questions from me.
Leah, Sinead?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Any questions?
No, sir.
Okay, so I will leave it. I think we can kind of end there, but I will need to update this assignment, this getting help assignment. I think what I'm going to need to do is just give you a little bit more to do in terms of getting help, which is one of the things that we covered in today's lesson. I may want to just check that you've understood also how to create and save workbooks. So I might edit it. It's only due, obviously, at the end of the week. I'll have one more lesson with you. I'll have another look at that. But again, I'm not wanting to rush and go very, very fast with you, because I appreciate that. You're learning new material, a new module, and I don't want to be in a rush, so that you have a good understanding of the things that we are covering. I think for today's lesson, I'm happy with where we are, and we will be able to revise what we've done today, cover a little bit more in our next lesson, and then you'll be able to work on your assignment. That's if there are no more questions.
No, I don't have any questions.
Okay. So what have we looked at today? We basically looked at introducing you to creating workbooks. We looked at using help, the help feature, which we said, depending on the version of computer you're using, you can click on the question mark, you can type the question that you have, you can get some help. And then we watched a short video clip that explains how to create workbooks. We are obviously going to have more practical work and more questions to help establish whether we've understood. The assignments will start off much easier. they'll become a little bit more involving as we go, but definitely nothing that you will not be able to handle. So you feel free to read through the course material I've gone through again, and we will keep developing these concepts. Otherwise, thank you very much. I enjoyed teaching you, and I think I could see that there is a good grasp of what we've covered so far. We will definitely do more and build on what we've done so far. Okay.
Yes,
Thank you very much. I'm available on WhatsApp if any of you still need additional help. Otherwise, for today's lesson, yes, if you want to try and start the assignment now, you can. No problem.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Have a good week and the rest of the day.
Same to you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you very much.